Artus-Excalibur is a musical loosely based on the legends of the British monarch, King Arthur, and his fabled sword, Excalibur. The musical had its world premiere at the Theatre St. Gallen in St. Gallen, Switzerland on March 15, 2014. Act 1. Medieval Britain is torn apart by war. King Uther wages a bloody war with King Loth for control of the country. Uther is killed in battle. After the devastating battle, the surviving knights mourn their fallen comrades. Merlin appears and produces the magic sword, Excalibur. The wizard rams the sword into a massive stone, proclaiming that whoever pulls Excalibur from the stone will be crowned the true King of England. Some time later, countless people, including a grown Arthur and his adoptive father, Sir Ector, gather around the stone to see if someone can pull free Excalibur. Arthur does not believe in the prophecy, although Ector and Arthur's best friend, Lancelot, do. When Sir Gareth, the son of Loth, fails to pull the sword from the stone, he angrily sparks a battle with the other knights. Arthur, wishing to assist, climbs the stone and, to everyone's shock, frees Excalibur from the stone. The battle stops and the people fall to their knees and praise Arthur as the true King of England. Arthur, frightened, insists that he is a simple squire and not a king. Merlin suddenly appears and reveals Arthur's true heritage. When Ector confirms that he is not Arthur's real father, a shocked Arthur runs away into a nearby forest. Merlin follows Arthur and explains that Arthur's fate has been predetermined. However, Arthur is not convinced and, throwing Excalibur into the woods, refuses to accept his destiny as king. Meanwhile, Morgana practices black magic at the nunnery, conjuring a vision of Arthur. Outraged that Arthur has been named ruler over her, despite the fact that Arthur is illegitimate, Morgana swears revenge on her half-brother. The next morning, Arthur awakens to find Excalibur next to him. As he is about to throw the sword away again, he suddenly sees a woman, Guinevere. She instantly recognizes Arthur and addresses him as king. Arthur denies being king, causing the woman to explain to him the true meaning of heroism. After Guinevere leaves, Arthur ponders what qualities truly make a king. Suddenly, Arthur is attacked by Sir Gareth and his rogue knights. Lancelot arrives to assist Arthur. Using the power of Excalibur, Arthur easily defeats Gareth but refuses to kill him. Merlin appears again and leads Arthur and his followers to Camelot, only to reveal the castle as a ruin. Arthur is discouraged at first, but Merlin encourages him to rebuild the castle. Ector, Lancelot, and the common people all rally to Arthur's side and help rebuild Camelot. Arthur then forms the Knights of the Round Table, of which Lancelot is named the first. Camelot flourishes, and Morgana soon arrives at the castle. Upon learning that Morgana is his half-sister, Arthur happily welcomes her. However, Merlin realizes she has dark magical powers and sees her as a threat. Morgana, overcome with hatred, rebuffs Arthur's welcome and demands the throne that she has been denied. Arthur refuses and Morgana disappears in rage. Arthur realizes he has fallen in love with Guinevere and writes her a letter, summoning her to Camelot. Guinevere sees Arthur as a symbol of hope for England and, upon reading the letter, falls in love with him. Sir Lucan, one of Arthur's knights, is sent to escort Guinevere to Camelot. Meanwhile, Morgana reaches Loth's castle and forms an alliance with him to overthrow Arthur. Loth is suspicious at first, but becomes convinced once Morgana reveals her powers. Morgana sends a group of knights to ambush Guinevere and Lucan, but the pair are rescued by Lancelot. However, Lucan becomes wounded and dies. Lancelot agrees to take Lucan's place as Guinevere's guide to Camelot, and the two instantly note an attraction between them. Merlin appears before Morgana, commanding her to abandon her quest for revenge. Morgana refuses, placing the blame for her terrible childhood on Arthur. Merlin explains that no one can demand the right to rule before returning to Camelot. Later, Guinevere finally arrives at Camelot while Arthur, surrounded by the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin, is officially crowned King of England. Arthur vows to defend his kingdom from all tyranny while the common people celebrate.